house all by herself.
We wish Miss Spider had a roommate so she wouldn't be lonely.
And just then they made a pact to find her the perfect friend. 2 of them got an idea right away, while the other 2 went off to think about it. The first 2 beetles said,
Let's introduce her to Holly.
Just then, Miss Spider happened to walk outside. And the beetles said that they thought they'd like Miss Spider to meet someone.
Yes,
And just then, Holly Spider walked on. And the beetles introduced them to each other.
Holly, this is Miss Spider. Miss Spider, this is Holly.
And Holly Spider said,
It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Are you coming from some tea? Yes, please.
So Holly went in for tea, and the 2 of them got along really well. They both loved art and nature. It was like they'd been friends forever. But when the beetles got home, the other beetles didn't think Holly was the best choice for a roommate. The second 2 beetles said,
She needs a strong, tall, tough roommate. Holly doesn't have her size.
The second 2 beetles thought Holly was perfect. They said, but she's perfect for her.
But she's perfect for her. Just ask the mice.
And just then the mouse came on stage. And the mouse said, she greeted the spiders. Oh, she greeted the beetles, excuse me.
Hello, beetles. What do you think of Holly? She's helpful, wise, and kind. A perfect friend for Miss Spider. You have no idea what you're talking about.
At that moment, the second 2 beetles decided they had better all go look for another friend for Miss Spider. First, they came to the brown spider's web, which was very messy.
I'm Miss Spider's roommate. She has a great big house. Your web is a mess. She can't live with you. Well, how rude. I love my web.
And the brown spider also added that she won't have to worry about cleaning ever again.
She won't have to ever clean it up. She won't ever have to clean again.
But the second 2 beetles thought, that's gross.
That's gross.
And the brown spider said, how rude.
Oh, how rude. I love my web.
And so they went up to the green and the white spider's house.
We will be Miss Spider's roommate. We love to have tea parties. No, you're our roommate. You can't leave us all alone. We fight too much. We need new friends. No, we don't. We get along great. Yes, we do. No, we're best friends.
And the mouse said,
Let's get out of here.
Miss Spider wouldn't like all the arguing.
Miss Spider won't like all this arguing.
So they set off to keep looking for a proper roommate. Soon they came across a handsome spider. His house and home were perfect. The first 2 beetles took one look at him and said, oh no. The first 2 beetles couldn't figure out why that they wanted Miss Spider to live with him. So they asked, oh no.
Oh no, you want her to live with him?
And the second,
He's perfect.
they thought he
He's
was
perfect.
But the mouse had something to say about that. She thought that that's what Reed Spider said about. He told everyone.
That's what he tells everyone, but we think he's a fake.
And the second 2 beetles,
Or I.
the second 2 beetles thought he was perfect. They said,
He's perfect.
and And then they yelled over to Reeves.
Yoo-hoo, Reeves.
And they asked,
Spider tonight? Is she rich? Wow, yeah. Then of course I will.
so he went off to Miss Spider's house. And they sat sipping tea, and he looked around at all her finery. Then he asked Miss Spider,
Will you allow me to be your roommate?
and Miss Spider said,
You can't. I only choose a roommate.
This made Reed Spider very angry. He stood up and said,
Who is it? I'll never tell you who it is. I'll make them change their mind.
That evening, Holly Spider came upon a horrible sight. After talking to Reeves, the beetles had become stuck in his web. And they couldn't break free. Even the mouse couldn't free them. The beetles cried out,
Ollie, help! We're stuck in Reeves' web. I'll save you. Oh, no, you won't.
and Reeves ran towards Holly, and Holly fainted. Luckily, Miss Spider was just in time to jump into the web. And Miss Spider said,
Get away from her, you bully.
Miss Spider forced Reeves to let the beetles go. And she took Holly home to her web, where she lay asleep for 3 days. After 3 days, she woke up. And all her friends were around her. Holly Spider asked,
What happened? We taught the friendship.
On that day, Holly and Miss Spider agreed to be roommates, and they had a big housewarming party with tea and cake and music and dancing, and all of their friends attended.